It's Week 2 of the National Football League. And this one features the Ravens, field-stretching tight end. They're few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth and touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Raiders, and it's all
Welcome
up
in,
next
everyone,
on
to this presentation
Sports
of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, Week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, Week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in Week 2.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
When we had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike, it almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive. They put Adams in motion. They'll run here with the rookie. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's Minshew. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
1st and 10. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll run with Madison. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Vegas. That his first touchdown of the new year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The score, Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. Executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, faking the give, he's going to take a shot down the field. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Madison. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in Week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the new-look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. In motion is Myers. On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Michael Gallup was the intended target there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This fielded in the end zone. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Baltimore. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He is in. Touchdown, Ravens. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Dylan Lowby. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Minshew out of the pistol here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Minshew going to look to throw again. That's caught left side by Bowers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Tyree Wilton, former 7th overall pick, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. The Raiders offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Laube. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time young breakout rookie tight end.
Here's Minshew. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. In motion is Myers. Minshew going to look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on.
It is brought in the end zone. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Raiders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Ravens 14.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Madison. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll stick with Madison. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Ravens offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is caught! A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Now, on 2nd and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Raiders are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.